Hey, what's up, you guys? Shadimus Prime here, doing another live stream here on the Russ Toy Reviews channel. I hope everybody is doing well, and I wanted to hang out with you guys and just talk about action figures, talk about Toy Fair, see what's going on with you guys, how everyone's doing. Hope everybody had a really good year. Here we go. Leo is number one. Leo Vega says, "Sup, Shartimus? How's it going?" Ooh, that's a nice looking Carnage you got there. Look at that. Get that Carnage. Nice movie Carnage right there. I like that, Leo. And then, Wiz the Chosen One 97. That I think Pat helped me with that. But hey, Shart, it's actually VV is the Chosen One 97. Just so you know, that's my YouTube name. VV is the Chosen One. All right. And then we have X Emoto Figs. Sup, Shartimus? What's up? How's it going? And then Lance, how's it going? And holidays were good, man. A little bit scary afterwards because there was we had a couple of close calls with the COVID, and all my family members that I know that ended up catching COVID over the holiday, they're feeling better, or they weren't really feeling much at all. So I think the Omicron thing is not as vicious, but people are vaccinated, so But what a long-winded answer for how was your holidays? I had a good holiday. How was yours? Hope you had a good one, man. Charge Guardian says, "Hey, Shartimus, how you doing?" And then Michael Walton, how you doing? Happy New Year, man. And then Punisher 267, yo, what's up? How you doing, man? AFX in the house. How you doing, AFX? Good seeing you, bro. Hello, Shart. What's up? What's going on with you? How you doing tonight? I am doing really well. I was actually, gotta say, dude, this whole day I was actually really bummed out, man. I was just really bummed out because I was trying to buy my plane ticket for New York Toy Fair. And I was just really sad over the fact that we are not over this shit yet. We are not in the period. By the way, there's cussing on this YouTube channel, so it's a little bit more rough around the edges, a little bit more adult. So a little bit more confrontational, all right? We're going to get into it if you want to, man. We're going to do it. No, we're not. We don't do that here, okay? We save that for the parking lot. No, I'm just kidding. Well, actually, you may want to. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is it's a little bit more raw here on this channel. So not for the younger viewers, all right? What is your favorite figure of 2021? Just wondering. Oh, I made a whole video about that, bro. Spent so much time on it. Could you please watch it instead of me just like, I mean, it would be nice if you did. It'd be cool if you did. You don't have to, but my favorite figure of the year was the so please check it out. Colt Kid says, "Hey, Shart, I have COVID. Thank goodness I recovered quickly." Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, man, I'm happy you're doing a lot better. Shoot, I hate hearing about people catching it, man. Really. Since Hasbro has been doing HasLab figures since 2020, and this year is the Spider-Man anniversary line, what are your guesses if Hasbro were to do a HasLab project this year? I don't think it would be Spider-Man related. I really don't think so. I think it would be more of like I think it would be closer to Giant Man, in all honesty. I would feel like they would like to continue where they're going with the large, tall, humanoid-looking figures. But I mean, an X-Jet, there's all kinds of different options. There's all kinds of things they could do, but they need to start thinking about space. I really think it would be wise for them to think about how much space these HasLabs are taking up in people's collections, because I mean, dude, most people, I'm running out of space. I know it. Like, a lot of people are running out of space with these giant ass figures. You can only have so many of them, especially like if you're into multiple franchises. Like, what the hell, dude? So I noticed you sounded down during Pudgy Pig review. Glad you are okay. Oh yeah, I was bummed out all day. But I actually try to make myself more bummed out in the Russ Toy Reviews videos because people like to have like a negative tone. So this is kind of like, it's a little bit more bullshit. The Shartimus is the real guy. The Russ Toy Reviews is the phony. that's trying to act like everybody else. Like, let's all be mad about toys. You know what I mean? So going with the trend over here, but not being a total phony because all my opinions are legit. It's the tone that's kind of bullshit. You know what I mean? Because as you can see, the way I talk regularly is not monotone like that. I'm a genuinely energetic guy. So, fine, I'll watch it. Just kidding. Love your videos. Right on, dude. Yeah, I know. Have you played Spider-Man in the? If you ever want to put a huge smile on a YouTuber's face, ask him a question like that's like that centers around a whole video they spent hours working on. It's awesome. Kyle Brown says, "Have you played Spider-Man in the Avengers game yet?" No, I have not. Barely played any games lately. Worst Mafex of the year. Ooh, good question, Sacha. Good question. The Carnage figure, I had a big problem with going back and forth with that one, but it ended up winning the day. It ended up doing all right. I guess one that gosh, damn, maybe the Hush figure. Maybe the Hush figure. Yeah, I don't know, but I still like that Hush figure. So I don't know. It's hard for me to say. A Giant Man will be cooler for both HasLab and 6-inch, but I'm happy with Toy Biz Giant Man Build-A-Figure. Yeah, you're happy with your toy. I mean, that Toy Biz one is so dope, man. I haven't finished watching Hulu's MODOK yet. I kind of stopped, but I started watching Hitmonkey, and oh my god, I actually think I like Hitmonkey a lot more than MODOK. Potassium benzoates. Don't do it. Oh, in case you were wondering about that Big Mac diet that I was trying, it hasn't really worked out so well for me. So now I'm trying like one of those traditional diets where you don't eat junk food so much. It's going okay so far. I haven't broken yet, but it's only the 6th. So what can you do? I mean, it really has not been that long. Russ Toy Review videos give off early day Shartimus vibes. I'm liking them. Very first video I ever watched of yours was your review of the Ben Affleck Daredevil DVD. Oh, right on, Andrew. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing too, is that like, see, I think the big difference between me now and me back then is that the toy industry as a whole has improved drastically. And a lot of, Andrew, you know, but like a lot of other people don't realize the strides of improvement that have happened in the toy industry in general. So, you know, I get how people think like, oh, you're Mr. Shillamus Prime over here, but it's like, dude, like if somebody's, if you watch somebody do a backflip and land on their head a whole bunch of times, and then you see them land on their feet, you're gonna get stoked. You're gonna get more engaged and happy for it, It's basically like how I felt about it, is watching these toy companies like no ankle pivots, single jointed knees, right? Just F-bombs come in this live stream, but just fucking up a whole ton of figures that I wish were cooler, making me angry. But now they're doing a lot of the stuff that I asked them to do. Can't be as angry. I just can't, They're doing backflips and landing on their feet. But hey, I call them out when they need to be called out, and you know it. Don't you lie. You know it. You watch it, you know it. Okay? No mentira. No mentira. Pendejos. There's a bunch of liars out there. Hush Hush was terrible. I don't think it was terrible, but not my favorite one for sure though. I love Hush, and I love actually having a figure of Hush. I like the interchangeable parts. My 3-year-old son wants to know what your favorite toy is. Michael, get your son out of here, bro, please. No, Michael, this is. See, the rated R logo thing is not for your 3-year-old son. My 3-year-old is or 4-year-old now is in a totally different room. So please, not for kids, bro. Put some earbuds on, please. But this live stream is not for kids. Kyle Brown, when you do your next P.O. Box pickup video, I have a belated Christmas gift waiting for you. Something badass. Ooh, I think I have an idea what you're talking about. Thank you so much, Kyle. Appreciate that. Sacha says, thanks. And then Cowboy Collector, how you doing, Cowboy? Calling it now, Shumagorath HasLab 2022, Giant Man HasLab 2023 to better coincide with the movies. Makes sense. You got to think like that. You got to think like how they think to really figure it out. That makes more sense than a lot of other HasLabs. However, it's like they love X-Men, dude. I feel like they're going to do the Blackbird, but the thing would be enormous, but I would find a way to get that thing to hang from the rafters in here in the garage. Retro Fan 1974. How do you think No Way Home was? Oh man, come on, dude. I did a whole video talking about it. I loved it. There you go. See, I don't need to make videos anymore. I'll just say, I loved it. There you go. Probably my favorite movie. One of my favorite movies ever. Would you rather have a new No Way Home wave with the villains or a Franklin Richards figure? Would you have a new No Way Home wave with the villains, or I think I'd rather go with the New Way Home wave. Yeah, Franklin Richards, man. That's going to be the next HasLab for sure. This year may be the X-Men animated series anniversary year, 1992. What are 4 figures you'd live to see in that wave added to Wolverine, Jubilee, and Sinister? Beast. Come on, make another Blue Beast. I mean, I know people are going to get mad, but I want newer. I want animated Beast head sculpts. There's a lot of people that missed out on Beast. And as Century Productions said, that was the best year of 2019, best year of 2020, and the best figure of 2021 also. But no, that Beast figure, I'm sure there's a lot of people that still want to buy it for not super, up the rectal cavity prices. So I think an animated Beast, but being selfish about it, if I were to just be selfish about it, just like pick one, let me see, like an animated version. Oh, the Morph. Duh. Morph. Morph is the number one. Yeah, without a doubt. Morph. Animated Morph. For sure. For sure. Michael Day, my son is in a different room, but he asks what your favorite toy is all time. Optimus Prime. Hey guys, I can't hang out tonight, but I wanted to wish you all an awesome stream. Thank you, Thirsty. Good to see you, bro. Thanks for stopping by. Happy New Year, and catch you guys next week. All right, next week, Thirsty. Hopefully everything's going well. Hope your dad's doing well and everything, man. Kyle, oh my God, if that's not Shumagorath and Doctor Strange, I will be legit. No, that was totally, that was totally Shumagorath for sure, right? Leo says, I don't know if Hasbro will do the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Rhino figure in the future. No Way Home wave. Nah, it wasn't even in the movie. I think more of us want to see, dude, I really want to see an updated Green Goblin, because I loved how Doc Ock looked in the original Amazing Spider-Man 2, but seeing Green Goblin done with that new look and with Willem Dafoe's performance, that one I want. That's the one I really, really, really want, man. This is the Green Goblin with the glider. Oh, dude, that'd be cool. I'd like to see Hasbro making more figures from the animated series, since we're getting the X-Men animated series. I'd like to see them make Spider-Man, Iron Man, Fantastic Four, and Avengers. I mean, they're going to do a Spider-Man one, right? We're definitely going to see that. That's not going to be, yeah. Now, one thing I'm working on right now, I've been working on it for a couple of days. I want to do a video on the main channel talking about my comic wave, my Marvel Legends comic Spider-Man figures. So I did one for the No Way Home. Now I want to do one for the comic-based. So it'd be all comic-based figures. I'd pick out a comic-based Build-A-Figure and 6 or 7 figures that would all be Spider-Man comic-based figures. Colt Kid, definitely Blob. He was in the show for maybe one scene, but we need a new Blob. Do you think they'll just retool the old Blob, or do you think they'll make a brand new Blob? I believe that was Dave Cortez that sculpted that original Blob figure from Hasbro. Pretty sure Dave Cortez did that. It could be wrong, though. Could be wrong. I won't be mad if they release an animated Beast. Some people get mad when they re-release figures that they have, you know what I mean? And I'm like, don't think about just yourself. Other people might really want a Beast. If Hasbro were to make a Sam Raimi Sam Raimi trilogy 20th anniversary line. What are you most? I did a whole video. Well, not just 20th anniversary, but I did a whole No Way Home wave video of what I speculate would come from No Way Home. So it's kind of a loaded question. It takes a lot of time to think about it, but in that video has like what I see is ideal. Ooh, I'd love Blob. I don't feel like Hasbro would capture Willem Dafoe's face properly. Hey, they've nailed it with some of them with that photo real tech. Some of them they've done a really good job. Others not as good, but you know they've done a really good job. I think. Noisite. Oh, okay. Definitely Doc Ock or Green Goblin. Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing, Ian? Good to see you, bro. How are you? How are you? Hope you're having a good night. Or my fast food brother in arms over here, Ian, and or maybe an emo Parker figure. Oh, okay. I think that's more fun in the meme verse than it is like really. You ever see these videos of people catching Tobey Maguire in the wild, and they add that all that Spider-Man 3 music, and it's just Tobey Maguire walking to his car and shooting people dirty looks left and right. It's like, dude, you are Bully Maguire. Like, you gotta stop it with that. You can't be looking so mad in public because everybody's already been laughing. But I don't think he keeps up with the memes. So, you know, I wouldn't blame him. I'm sure he's got better things to do, or he may not. You know, everybody's on their fucking phone, dude. So it's like whatever. You know, when people say that, like, oh, they got better things to do. Do they really though? Do they really? Everybody's on their phone. And we know now that celebrities do check now and then and they see people talking shit, you know what I mean? So they see it. Not all of it, of course, but they see it. After the Spider-Man anniversary line this year, if Hasbro were to revisit non-MCU figures, which characters would you want it to be in from what movies? I want to say no. Let's just keep the ones that were amazing and then like leave the rest to the side. Even though the X-Men movies were hella dope, this is actually one thing I wanted to pick people's brains about was like, would you guys rather have the MCU bring in brand new X-Men, or would you rather have them bring in the X-Men that we already know from Fox? Because the only thing that's in my mind, in my eyes, I feel like that Deadpool's like the only one that I really want to bring in from Fox Films. Even though I like the X-Men movies, but they're just not my absolute favorite. AFX says we need an Avalanche figure before another vlog. Yeah, I know. We need another. I know we need a new new Avalanche for ages and ages and ages. It's kind of they're dangling the carrot, you know, especially like with that Toad. It's so funny to me because like I know damn well they have a 100% fully painted, fully articulated, set up Toad figure back there. You know, when Dwight grabs the figure, like, oh, we just announced it, and I'll just show him off right here and look at his leg. Look at his leg, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, or what's this for? Like, I know back over there, like, there's a Toad figure, you know, just chilling, waiting to be shown. Leo says, I also would like a No Way Home Electro. That one I want a lot. Electro figure with an interchangeable head with the, oh yeah, hell yeah. Hell yes. Hell yes. They better. Yeah. Interchangeable heads for the Jamie Foxx. Hell yes. I love that version of Electro. I mean, that's one of those. I'm so glad they redid it that way because I would not want another different version of Electro now. Like that is like set. Keep it. Like if we get another Electro in any kind of way, it's got to be that one. What's good, Bruce? Hope you've been well, man. Mayfex or Mezco? Mayfex. I like Mayfex over Mezco just because I'm a sucker for articulation, and I'm less prone to get too excited over the soft goods. I like the Mezco unique designs. I got to say that's always really kind of neat, but like the Mezco the Mayfex stuff kind of rings more of a bell to the franchise or the characters that I'm oh my god, I'm freaking behind over here with the questions. I thought I was like, man, I'm fucking badass keeping up with all these questions. Look at me. But no, No, not at all. Okay, well, I'm gonna skip some. I haven't read anything from Brian over here. I just really want Gambit, man. He's almost happened so many times. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Didn't like that Gambit. No. Yeah, I don't want that. Nope. I really don't want that movie Gambit. No, not me. Hmm. I would like to see a new X-Men too. Like start from scratch. I got a perfect number of X-Men that we need to see. I want to see no more than 6. I want to see a Professor X. I want to see a Cyclops, Jean Grey, Angel, Iceman, and Beast. That's it. That would be nice to like see a movie with just those 6 characters and it really work. It'd be interesting. Lance says, "Hey Shart, I got Armadillo's body yesterday, and with some careful pushing and pulling, I got my neck ball peg to move." Oh, you did? Awesome, man. I have not. Well, my figure is back in the dork room, but yeah, I was not able to get that to move. Very frustrating. Plastic form. I just prefer the Goblin helmet to Defoe's face. Okay. I prefer the Defoe face. Can't wait for the classic Doctor Strange this year. Hopefully, they do a Nightmare figure. Yeah, that'd be great. But what about that cape issue? Kind of frustrating. I haven't seen a review on it. Well, I saw some of Bug Nice 10's video on it, but remember him mentioning that the cape does not move. You cannot take it off unless you want to do some serious surgery to your figure. I am ticked that people on Instagram are promoting Battletoads figures by the same people from Megalopolis. They didn't give back my. Oh my god. I'm so upset. Like I'm really upset for you, man. There's got to be a way to handle that legally where you get your money back, dude. But yeah, I've seen pictures and stuff, but I'm not really interested in. Let's leave it right there. Please find a way to contact and get some legal help so that you get your money back, dude. Please. Like I had the email thing going. If you didn't get it through that, like there's the Better Business Bureau. There's got to be a better, there's got to be a way where it can get sorted, man. Johnny C. Dagger. Damn, man. Sorry. I'm like that. This is like me, like trying not to punch my laptop right now. Not Johnny, but just out of frustration over the obvious, because that's like the worst. That's like, oh god, that's like the last thing I would ever want to do to anybody. I would rather see all new actors play the X-Men. Yes, me too. Me too, for sure. Me too. I'd rather see. Read the same thing. Todd is definitely. I like the old version. I just would rather have updated version. Todd is definitely going to be on the mold with Wild Child and the retro Doom cloth ascot. Todd. Oh, Toad is definitely going to be on the mold with Wild Child on the mold. Do you mean Todd or Toad? Yeah, you do mean Toad. He just corrected himself right there. Brian says, "Hey Shart, did you buy the Clone Wars Series 7 Mall? Or no, I haven't. I have not. I haven't actually kept up. I haven't watched season 7. I have a lot of Clone Wars to watch. There's like a ton of it. It's like I like collecting Clone Wars figures more than I like watching the show and sometimes, that. But like, what are the best seasons of Clone Wars? Because I'm still on season 2 and kind of haven't just inched along every little bit. Danielle says, if the Resident Evil franchise were to get an action figure line, not really into action, Mila Jovovich, there you go. Which company should make them? Hasbro, Farland Toys, or Mattel? If the Resident Evil franchise were to get, ooh, dude, oh come on! I mean, I think I was leaning more toward. I was gonna say, I mean, if not McFarlane Toys, I would say NECA. NECA, the horror stuff from NECA. Come on, NECA. You're awesome, Russ. Some reviewers don't seem to enjoy action figures. Thank you, Kevin. I love action figures, and you know what? And I'm not gonna, not gonna make videos pretending I'm all angry about action figures so I can get clicks. That's where we're at in this day and age where everything is negative. Negativity sells. It's like a freaking car crash out here. You know, that's my interpretation of how these algorithms work. Is that the algorithms are so desperate for views that they push nasty shit just so you can watch. For instance, a car crash. If you're to watch a firefighter, what would you have to look at? A firefighter rescuing a kitty from a tree or a fatal car accident? Like, you have to watch the fatal car accident. Like, your body won't let you look up at that tree and the little kitty and all that. Like, the noise, the distraction of it all, you will have to look at the car wreck. And that's where we're at, is all these hater clickbait videos, it's the car crash. That's not a good way to get attention. It's not really the best way to get attention, but it is what it is. So I'm trying to figure out ways to play into it, but not necessarily be that. You know what I mean? So we'll see. I'll start making posts with thumbnails with angry emojis all over it and shit. Worst figure ever? Sucks so bad. I gotta and I gotta really make the most annoying facial expressions. Like, I don't do that already, but like, sucks. And it's got to be like an awesome figure too, that like most people agree is really badass. That's how you do it. All right. We should all do that. Can we all post a video tomorrow? Let's say, I don't know what figure came out recently that's like fairly like unanimously like awesome, that like everybody's like pretty much in agreement that, hey, this is a really cool figure. Nobody's gonna hate on this. Let's see. What can, let me think of my top 10 Marvel Legends list here. Oh, the Miles Morales, the PS5 Miles Morales figure. Worst figure ever. And then emojis and then big caps. Worst. Oh, God. And it's not just people are doing it left and right. It's like, ugh. This is like the environment online now. The collecting environment online is real nasty now. It's gross. Fucking gross me out. God, all yous. I know it's not just one. I'm not singling out just one person, but like with this COVID shit, hella people don't have jobs, and I understand. Got to find something to do. That's exactly how I got into this shit. Is that during the 2009 recession, I lost my office job working for the government, and I need to find something to do. And I started making YouTube videos. Now a fuck ton of people are doing the same thing or going through the same thing that I went through with their COVID shit. So now every hell of people are making YouTube videos. And how do you get clicks? People are trying to figure out how to get clicks. There's all these new people posting shit. How are you going to get clicks, bro? You got to go with the negative. You have to go with what works. And what works right now is the negative shit. It does. Why else? Look at this. Let me show you something really quick. And this is like, I'm not really making it personal towards any one person, all right? So if anybody's trying to guess like, oh, he must really hate so-and-so, I don't hate anybody, all right? I'm not making it personal towards one person or another. Look at this shit. This disgusts me. This is like really, really bums me the fuck out. Top 10 worst Marvel Legends of 2021 by Shartimus Prime. 59,000 views. Top 10 best Marvel Legends. 47,000 views. And they're posted like 2 days apart from each other. But I guarantee that best of will never match the worst of. Solid 12,000 extra views for the worst. So worst, negative, just performs better. And then my best action figure is even worse than that. 29,000 views. It's what the car wreck thing, man. I'm telling you, they're tapping into the reptile part of our brains here. By reptile, I mean the most basic reactive part of our brains. Car crashes. We're just looking at car crashes. How many times have you clicked on a video just because it said like, oh, this stinks, this sucks, and it's something that you know is dope? Watch. You post a video tomorrow. Any one of yous. Why am I talking like any one of yous? Like I'm from New York or something. I wish I was, but I'm not. All right. From the suburbs of Northern California. My point is, if we all made videos tomorrow saying meh on like a really dope figure, we're gonna get clicks. We're gonna get all kinds of clicks instead of going like, yay. That's where we're at right now. It's poisonous. And I'm calling it right now. And you can choose not to believe me, but dude, look at history. Fucking, there's a lot of people there's a lot of reasons why people follow my lead is because I could fucking see shit coming. All right. I know what's going on. I'm aware of what's up. You know? There are some negative people that review Marvel Legends, but they still buy them even if they choose not like them. What the fuck is up with that? That's the thing is I don't get. And they're like, oh, you guys are suckers, you fanboys. Like, dude, it's like calling like a bunch of people at a concert a bunch of suckers because they paid money to go to a concert and they're having a good time. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. We paid for this. We are having fun. Sorry, you're having a bad day or whatever, but like we're people that purchase these things and we're having fun with these things. And yeah, I do buy my own shit too, all right? God damn it. Negative. Hey, people need to be talked off the ledge on what figure not to buy. People need to be talked off. Well, hey, I do that plenty of times too. Spider-Man 2099, I said, hey, look, if you already have the first one, no need to buy this one. If you missed out on that other one and you really would rather have this one, well, I guess, but I personally would pass. Like, I tell people what's up. What's a magnificent rent, says Michael Daniel. Thank you, Michael. They didn't deliver figures people asked for and didn't refund them. Oh, you guys are going on about the shit I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about it just because it makes me upset. I'm not like blocking anybody or any shit like that. It just really makes me upset for what happened to my viewers. It really, really bothers me a lot. So it's not a thing I'm trying to hide, but I don't want to get into it because it's not going to do anything but make me mad. Because I don't ever want anything bad to happen with you guys. I don't ever want to mislead you guys. I've never intentionally misled you guys. And with that, it's upsetting. But I know they're in litigation. And there's still a chance that somebody else screwed them over, which is what they're trying to claim. And until the courts decide, we won't really know for sure. So there's still a chance Megalopolis is the victim in this somehow. But I don't think so. Right now, it's not looking like it to me. And I don't know. But I know, but I've heard people talk about how Entertainment Earth is in trouble too, and that's what this whole thing is all over. Is that they made their, but I think they just handled the whole thing poorly. It's not really. God damn it! Like I said, I don't want to get into it. It upsets me, but I don't know what else to say about it. I would rather watch two guys compliment each other, but I know that the reptile basic part of my brain will watch the fight. You know, if you give me the choice ahead of time, look, hey, let's watch a couple of dudes be cool who almost got into a fight, but now they respect each other. I think I would rather watch a heartwarming story, two guys who didn't like each other ended up liking each other again, versus these two guys, someone breaking each other's faces and shit. You know what I mean? But I admit, if it was all happening right in front of me, my eyes would go to the fight. Reptile brain. Let's not be reptile brains. Let's be better than that. Thanks for the discussion about all the negativity in fandom. I used to think it was just a catharsis, but now I think some people just wallow in hate. It's very upsetting. They are. It's clickbait. Hate, clickbait. Hate with clickbait. Clickbait with hate. There it is. It's clickbait with hate. Because we can't help it. Like, I'm admitting to you, I would look at the fight too. Because in our heads, we have to have a self-defense mechanism. Because if these two dudes start fighting and one of them looks at me the wrong way or something, like, I'm going to be in that fight. Or something could fly and hit me or my family or something like that. You know what I mean? Same thing with the car wreck. Like, you watch that car wreck, how many times have people watched car accidents and before they know it, they're in the car accident too? You know? It's a very, very primitive way of thinking that we can't help, you know? And there's a lot, and this is not new. There's a lot of things that they do this with, like in marketing, like in the 90s, like in the 80s and the 90s, they used to sell boobs and butt cheeks like crazy. Like it was nothing like how you see today. It's like every commercial there was like a sexy babe on there, and it's because there's dudes that can't resist the most basic fundamental parts of our brain, like ooh baby sandwich. You know what I mean? And it's like, dude, this sandwich fucking Carl's Jr. sandwich has nothing to do with the sexy model. It's just getting your attention. It's activating the reptile part of your brain. And there's a lot of really good stuff happening. There's a lot of really dope shit happening with action figures now. It's incredible. And with the lack of memory, because everything's flying at us, flying at our asses at 100 miles an hour, getting new information all the time, new. And you forget about what happened 10 days ago. Fuck, you forget about what happened 10 years ago. Do you know what it was like to buy an action figure 10 years ago? You know who does? AFX knows exactly what I'm talking about, right? Action figure expert. How much ankle pivot was there 10 years ago compared to now? Look at all the ankle pivot. Rejoice! All the ankle pivot. We have so much beautiful ankle pivot. This photoreal tech, go look at your 2014 Star-Lord, man. Your fucking Mandroid Wave Star-Lord. Those stupid doe eyes. That was awful. If you go watch my review of that, I'll compliment it in that video. But now it looks like total garbage. There'd be a million like worst figure ever kind of videos on this thing. And it's easy to forget the leaps and bounds that have been made in the industry. Diamond Selects kicked it up. I'm saying everybody's kicked it up a notch. I'm not blowing Hasbro. I'm telling you, the whole industry has gotten way better. Way better. And they did finally just went broke and decided to screw. The way it was explained to me was that they got ripped off from the orders that were supposed to be sent to you guys. That's the way I was one of them. That's the way it was explained to me. Is that Entertainment Earth ripped them off and now they're in litigation about it. What's the most impressive thing happening with action figures right now? Well, dude, first off, the fact that we're getting these freaking HasLabs going on, that's nuts. Look at the fucking amount of variety of figures that we have at retail stores. That's crazy. What's really not cool right now is the prices going up. That part sucks. Like what we're going through, like if you want to like narrow it down to what's going on early 2022 is that we're dealing with prices going up on figures, and that sucks. That part of it does suck. But the amazing stuff, I mean, the articulation has gotten better across the board, except for Star Wars Black Series taking a couple steps back. The fact that we've had not just HasLab projects, but we have a lot of Kickstarter projects doing amazing things, right? The ones that are doing amazing things I'm referring to, all right? Creative Beast Studios, like Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. I can't wait for those. I can't wait to get one of those in hand. Bobby Vala and the Valaverse figures. You know what I mean? These guys. This is the one I backed, by the way. Like the 3-0 figures. The way we're. I mean, there's just. I don't know. I just think everything. It's amazing, just as a whole, what everything's been growing and getting better. Someone who has fought and still trains MMA, I would much rather watch two dudes complement each other. Right, man, because like, hey, man, those MMA fights, those dudes don't hate each other. Like, they may psych themselves into a mental state or something before their fight. I did wrestling in high school, so I know what it's like. Where it's like you really want this fool to go down, but like you don't want them dead. You don't want anything bad to happen to their families or anything like that, right? Like, like you're in a moment. You're playing a game. You're in a match together, A street fight, that's ugly, dude. People are gonna do nasty stuff. You don't know if someone's gonna pull a knife. Like it's yeah, cool thing, Cholo Figs. Cool, cool comment. AFX says very little to no ankle pivot back then. Yeah, see, but we did have ankle hinges that went side to side on older figures. Yeah, some of them would just rotate side to side, especially those older Hasbro legends. Like, it's just like all the negative reviews of Book of Boba Fett now on YouTube. Yeah, I heard a little bit of bitching about that, and I'm like, why? I think this is sick as hell. I don't know what's going on. Hey, Joey B, you better be sorry, bro. You better be, because I was talking about Beast of the Mesozoic, and you weren't here. And I was like, all right, so no, but for real, I saw both episodes, and I'm stoked. Negative Boba Fett reviews are pretty valid. That show's kind of poo poo right now. Okay, so hey. Now, see, I know Cowboy Collector is a very positive-minded geek, and if he feels that way, he has every right to feel that way. But I totally disagree with you, bro. But yeah, how's it poo-poo? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he takes his helmet off too much. Like that was my one thing. Oh, and wearing black in the desert. Like, dude, oh my God. As soon as I saw people wearing black in the desert, I'm like, you are nuts, man. You ever wear black in 115-degree weather? I need some advice. I want a street background for my ACBA, but it's next to impossible to find one or affordable. Any ideas? No, bro, I'm sorry. Those things are expensive. Those dios cost money. You want a nice one, you got to spend nice money. That's one of those things. You want nice shit, you got to spend the nice money. Do you ever think we'll get a bare bones Sentai Sentai HasLab version? No extra heads, figures, slightly less paint, and make it an online exclusive only. Do you think we'll ever get a what? Why? I don't think we would get that. Why would anybody want that? What the hell is this sarcastic shit, dude? The internet is in general is so toxic. Yeah. It is, but it's gotten it has bled into our innocent little niche of a toy community now, and now it's like the thing over here. It's like bled over, has trickled down and has seeped into into our community, and I want it, and I want them to go fuck themselves, like with a really big dildo, like really big one, and get that smile back on their faces and have a good time. Don't interpret this as me thinking that we should not criticize these companies. We need to keep criticizing these companies, because I think one thing that has really helped with these companies doing better shit is the community criticizing them. They need to hear it. Don't get me wrong. They need to be criticized. I'm saying when you focus your whole thing around being negative, that's bullshit to me, because now you're not even having fun yet. You know what I mean? Like, well, then what's the point? Right? Criticize for sure. Please do. But don't make the whole focus of your thing negative. I'm mainly DC guy. I feel deprived of action figures because I really don't like the stuff McFarlane puts out 2 years later. Do you think he's kind of dropped the ball with the license? Mafex, though. Yeah, I mean, Mafex is on a different thing. I think it's an unfair comparison, again, because one's $85, the other one's $20. If you gave Todd $85, I think he would do some crazy shit. You know what I mean? But I will say this. I am disappointed, not surprised, but also disappointed in the lack of improvements made on the McFarlane Toys figures that I wish I could see. I wish upper thigh cuts were standard. I wish interchangeable hands were standard. I see more of that. I see more of the upper thighs here and there, but like these are the tiny feet thing. Like there's these things that, like, it's kind of like they're set and they're just moving, and it's like they don't step back to kind of like adjust things. And I think there's a lot of other companies that are doing that. They're stepping back and just like Mafex does. When you see that little thing, that little tree thing that you put the interchangeable hands on there, that's smart, man. That's hella dope. That's an idea to make it easier for collectors. It's like the extra thought, you know? It's nuts to see figures of like the Universal monsters from Jada Toys. Yeah, I've been wanting to review the Frankenstein's monster for hella long. They sent me the exclusive right here, and I never got to reviewing it, but I've been having fun with it, so I feel like a big jerk. But yeah, this is the only one I have, but this is really good figure, man. I'm stoked to see it. I really should post a video talking about it soon. But I have Aliens coming up tomorrow, so stay tuned. I have some NECA Toys Aliens. These things are pretty badass. I can't keep my eyes off them. They look really good. They're just good as modern Legends, ankle pivot and all. Loads of accessories, extra hands and heads. It's nuts. It's nuts to see. Yeah, they're doing great stuff, man. For sure. Wait, you're talking about Beast of the Mesozoics without me? Yes, I was. Hey, we'll get back to it later for sure though. Hey, speaking of the Book of Boba Fett, what if they have a Rancor in an episode and it will make Star Wars collectors regret not funding that? I was thinking about that too. I was thinking that they should have the Rancor come back and then kill it off, like how they did with the Razor Crest. Hey, what's up, Greg? How's it going? Just arrived. Looks at title. Do we think New York Toy Fair is going to be canceled? Apologies if this was discussed. Actually, we have about 13 minutes left of this live stream, and we have not talked about New York Toy Fair. All right, let me tell you guys something right here. I'm going to New York Toy Fair. My speculation is this, because I have a whole bunch of family members that caught COVID over the holidays in New York and New Year's, which is one reason why things have kind of died down, because I was in isolation in fear of me having COVID. And so that's over with. I tested negative. I'm fine. But I really think the Omicron thing is going to die down as fast as it went up, because people are getting better really quick. So I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of people wanting to go to New York Toy Fair. So I got my stay set up and everything over there. It made sense to me to do it. Now, this is before anybody. Last I checked, Hasbro said they're going to be there. And now I got word that they're not. If the press is really weak and there's barely any companies, I'm still going to seize the opportunity to make connections for Street Humans. Lo and behold, I've still been working on Street Humans in the background over here. It's not dead. So Street Humans stuff, I'll make it. I'll do something to make the trip really worth it. I don't know about doing a meet and greet, even though that would be really cool, but I think that's in bad taste right now to try to do that. You know, traveling guy going to an area that had a lot of COVID cases. I think that's kind of a dick move for me to try to host a meet and greet. I have much respect for New Yorkers, and I wouldn't want to do anything that would potentially, can you imagine we caught COVID at Shartimus Prime's meet and greet? You know, that would suck. When do you think wave 2 and 3 of no? Plus, I caught COVID in 2020 before there were any vaccines, and I had no symptoms. I just lost my sense of smell. So it's my wife who got super sick. Who is your favorite horror villain, classic or modern? Ooh, does zombies count? Like just general zombies have always been my favorite. Zombies kind of mess me up a little bit. But if you're to pick like one horror villain, I mean, I always go to Freddy. Like Freddy was really the most popular one, and I think Freddy Krueger. Yeah, it's the most creative. It's the dopest one, right? I don't know. I think Freddy's. I love Child's Play. God, Child's Play was great. Yeah, either Child's Play or Freddy. Child's Play I really liked a lot. Okay, because zombies totally count. Yeah, because zombies freak me out. I mean, dude, dead bodies can still move. Like that's legit. Like that happens, or they still make sounds sometimes. Don't get me going on about dead bodies. I'll talk about dead bodies for hella long. I'm morbid like that. I have a dark side, and seen more than I wish I could see. I'm so offended Dino Talk happened without me. It was so brief, bro. I was just talking about how I had what was I saying? That's so funny. We're just talking about Kickstarters and how it's a great age of action figure collecting and how they've got these Kickstarters like Beast of the Mesozoic. Oh, Ghostface. Yeah, Scream was a lot of fun. I really liked Scream. Yeah, Scream was a lot of fun. That was a great, fun popcorn movie. I really I enjoyed that. And that whole Demi Moore, was it Demi Moore or Drew Barrymore? Drew Barrymore. I get the two of them confused. Their names sound so similar. So imagine zombie dinosaurs. Whoa. Yeah. Zombie dinosaurs. Jeez. Oof. Unsubscribe. I don't know why I read that in a sud voice, but the way it was written, Thanos is a real hero. He helped end childhood hunger. Yeah. Hey, you want to know a common misconception? Is that we don't have enough food for everybody on this planet. We have plenty of food for everybody. It's just that there's too many dicks out there that don't want to spread it around. We have plenty of food. Plenty of food. Anybody here work at a food industry place? Anybody work at like a place that sells food? You ever have to throw away a fuck ton of food that may be one day expired or some shit? You ever take that food and sneak off and give it away to somebody? Because there's plenty of food to go around. We're just made to think that there's not. But there's plenty. It's disgusting. When do you think Wave 2 and 3 of No Way Home will come out? 2022, which is this year now, for sure. Dave Kessler from An American Werewolf in London is my favorite. Ah, yeah, American Werewolf in London. Yes. I think I remember that one correctly. I get that one confused with like another American. I think that's the one. No, not the Jack Nicholson wolf. I don't get it confused with that. But I think I'm thinking of the right movie. Definitely Ghostface and Freddy Krueger. Freddy, yeah. Freddy's got the most creative freaking kills, I think. Jason's cool, like super gory. I remember the shock of that, seeing that when I was a kid. Like, holy crap. But like, damn, Freddy's got some really creative stuff. The only food we're lacking is cream cheese. Cream cheese. I bet you there's a really bad zombie dinosaur movie out there. Oh yeah, it's had to be. Yeah, it came out like 1993 after Jurassic Park came out. Places throwing millions of dollars of food away every day. Yes, exactly. Yeah, there's food getting thrown in the garbage. When I was at New York Toy Fair last time, I saw this guy throwing away sandwiches in a big garbage bag. And I was like, I was in New York. I was like, yo, man, you're throwing away all those sandwiches. Like, yeah, I got to throw them away. And I was like, bro, like, dude, I walked by like hell people like on the floor. Like, I'll give them to them. They're not that far away. I already ate. I don't need to eat them. I can give. He's like, no, I can't give them to you. No, it's illegal. I'm like, what? He's like, no, he's like, I know. It's really messed up, but like, I can't give them to anybody. I get in trouble. Like, they count all the garbage that they throw away and stuff. It's ridiculous. So if you worked at a sandwich spot and you wanted to give away free sandwiches to the homeless, like, you legally can't do it because the food is considered to be unsafe, and now you're liable to get sued. So if you give a homeless guy a cheese sandwich, ham and cheese sandwich, come on, at least give him ham and cheese sandwich, and you get sick, then now he could sue you. What's up, Adam? How you doing? Good to see you. Okay. Enough with the Battletoads. Yeah, we got the Battletoads. Cobra Collector, there are many awful zombie dinosaur movies. Are there many? Joey's watched them all. One last question. For the Marvel Legends MCU Vulture figure, what do you use to display the figure? Fishing line or a Mafex stand? I actually took it down from the ceiling, and but I had a... I think I'm using a Toy Biz stand going up behind the apparatus on his back. Oh, Michael Myers is the best. I like Michael Myers. I like the persistenceness of Michael Myers. I do like Halloween. There's something about that looming consistent presence. You know what I mean? Just like always coming, because it could be anybody, right? That silhouette, it could be anybody. Pennywise original, yep. Pennywise, I had a hard time with as a kid because like so many people like claim they had fear of clowns because of that, and then like because so many people say like, "Oh, I'm scared of clowns. Oh, I'm scared of clowns." I'm like, look at that fucking guy. This is a guy. I mean, it's a scary clown, but it's still like it's a guy. It's a clown. I don't know. Best awful dinosaur movie is Velocipastor. Oh my god. Jeez, that sounds bad. Pinhead is scary as fuck. Yeah. Pinhead still gives me chills, man. Oh, you know who used to terrify me as a kid? Oh my god, the Crypt Keeper. Oh, dude. The decomposition and everything. I had a well, I don't know if I still do, but that's kind of turned into a fascination, not so much, but like as a kid, I was just terrified of corpses. But like but also when I was a kid, I was fascinated by corpses. So like whenever we would go to a funeral and stuff, I would just stare at the bodies for like hella long. I'm just like I'm gonna move any second. But they moved. No, they didn't move. It was just in my head. Like, you know, you ever look at a body for hella long and you're like, oh, did they move? No? Am I the only one that's fucking weird? Maybe. Maybe I'm a weirdo. But I saw some zombie shit when I was like 5 years old, and it terrified the fuck out of me. I saw a couple of gory things as a kid that really scared the shit out of me. It wasn't until many years later that like, oh, that was like a mild form of trauma watching some of that shit because it was like really gnarly. And I see how innocent my 4-year-old is right now, and thinking like, wow. So like in 1 year, she's gonna see this, like oh my god. Really hope she doesn't see anything like that. I saw like so it was all fake stuff, but like I saw a bunch of gory shit when I was a little kid. I thought it was real. I saw a decapitation from Conan the Barbarian when I was like 5, dude. Like I thought that shit was real. I thought the guy's head really got cut off. Freaked me the hell out. There is a really bad dinosaur movie where church pastor. What's the only one I really know about? It's church pastor turns into a velociraptor. It's called, and I think I'm not kidding, Velocipastor. Oh, you guys are talking about the same fucking thing. That's hella funny. What was the other one? Carnosaurus or something like that. I remember that one came out around the same time as Jurassic Park. Call me old school, but Dracula is my favorite horror villain, especially from Bram Stoker's. Oh yeah, I love Dracula. Yeah, Dracula is my favorite Universal monster. My dad, like, my dad laughs at this so bad, but like, when I was a kid, like I think one Halloween my dad dressed up like Dracula, and I thought he looked so fucking cool. Like he really looked like Dracula. He had like the widow's peak and everything. And he looked so cool to me. I thought my dad looked so bad. Like, you know how I look with my hair slicked back? My dad and I don't look that far apart from each other, but you know, he was older than I'm at right now, so he had more of a widow's peak. He laughs because he remembers me asking, like, "Oh, Dad, how do you make your hair like that?" But he was like, when you get older, son, you'll know." And then now I know. But Tim Curry rocked it as Pennywise. Oh, hell yeah, he did. Hell yeah. The only movie that scared me as a kid was The Lost Boys. Lost Boys. Oh, I'm like the only person who has a problem with The Lost Boys. A deer horn is not made out of wood. That is not a steak. It's not a steak. It's a horn. It's a biological horn. Stake through the heart needs to be made out of wood, right? That's why they're walking around with these stakes. Like, or else, why don't you see all the vampires get stabbed with pitchforks and then they explode or whatever? You could use any other sharp object, but it's specifically supposed to be a wooden stake through the heart. But they changed it. They made it deer horn. Killing vampires with deers. Am I the only one who ever thought that? Am I the only one who ever... Did I just ruin Lost Boys for anybody out there? I hope I did. I'm making a hate video tomorrow about the Lost Boys. I'm going to get all kinds of views, and I'll be all happy. All right, you guys, I got to get out of here. We got an after party to go to. Oh, yes, believe it or not, Shartimus Prime does do things for the patrons. Yeah, and it's for me, too. I have a great time there also. But, yes, it's one of the Patreon perks. If you're interested, and you want to hang out, every week we do it. After party, come check it out. Members, patrons, exclusive. See you there. Stay tuned on the Shartimus Prime YouTube channel. Oh, Demonic Children. I don't know that movie. Sorry, I wasn't done talking. Oops. But yeah, I'll see you guys over at the after party. Great seeing you, AFX. See you next time, man. Love you too, bro. Happy 2022 to you. And I'll see you guys later. Love you too, Lance. We'll see you, man. You can say love you too. Well, I love you, Lance. All right. Gremlins for the win. Yeah, I love Gremlins, especially Gremlins 2, though, which wasn't as much of a horror movie. That's why David didn't explode or go out weird. Set up for sequel. All right, you guys. I'll catch you later. Thank you so much. And stay tuned, members and patrons. Till next week, we'll hang out again. All right. Catch you later. Maybe I'll have a guest next week. We'll see. Haven't had a guest in a minute. So, all right. See you then. Peace.